Tutski. Well, thank you, though. Listen, Stan, you were able to do drugs during the day and still function, still do your job.
How the fuck else would you do this job? Cocaine and hookers, my friend. Right? It's all fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
Fugazi, it's fake.
Yeah, fugazi, fugazi. It's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real. There's two keys to success in the broker business. First of all, you gotta stay relaxed.
Yeah.
You jerk off?
Do I jerk off? Yeah. Yeah, I jerk off, yeah.
How many times a week?
Like, three, four times, maybe.
I gotta bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket. I myself, I jerk off at least twice a day. Once in the morning, right after I work out, and then once right after lunch.
Really?
Okay? I want to. That's not why I do it. I do it because I fucking need to. Think about it. You're dealing with numbers all day long. Decimal points, high frequencies, bang, bang, bang. Fucking digits. All very acidic, above the shoulders, mustard shit. Right? Kind of wick some people out.
Right.
You gotta feed the geese to keep the blood flowing. And keep the rhythm below the belt.
Done.
This is not a tip. This is a prescription. Trust me. If you don't, you will fall out of balance, split your differential, and tip the fuck over. Or worse yet, I've seen this happen. Implode.
No, I don't want to implode, sir.
No, you don't.
I'm in it for the long run, you know?
Yeah, implosions are ugly. Yeah. Pop off to the bathroom, work one out anytime you can. And when you get really good at it, you'll fucking be stroking it. You'll be thinking about money. Come on. With a common denominator. Keep it up for me. See how we roll. How the money comes in, the parade comes to town. Going down Broadway is a one-way street, whichever way I go. Yeah.
Hey, that was our intro. Hey, that was our intro. Goddammit, every time. Every fucking time. Hey, that was our intro. Every time.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I do that every fucking time. Always fucking forget. Mute the goddamn desktop.
Get caught up in the intro every time.
I know, I do. I don't want to implode, man. It's important.
True.
Alright, so, there's no really way to sugarcoat this episode.
We're diving deep into the muck.
Oh, it's, we are definitely gonna start very harsh. I tried to, last episode, I tried to start us lighthearted, but it failed. I failed. So we're saying fuck it.
Do it live.
We'll do it live. Oh.
Fucking thing sucks.
Where is it? Alright. Here we go. We already started reacting to this. Yes, I wish to proceed. Why did it skip the fucking... I asked to... Yes. I said yes, I wish to proceed.
Are you sure?
You really sure about this?
Are you sure about it? Are you really sure about it?
I mean, I know it says something about the suicide, so there's the suicide hotline if you ever feel. It's 988. It's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would promote it more. They don't promote it as much as they should.
Yeah.
But yes, we are going to be finally getting to Ricky Rodriguez.
Ricky Rodriguez.
For a little bit of context of anybody that didn't tune into the last video and just stumble upon this is a victim of a cult that went by the name of Children of God. They changed their name. They're still active. I'm trying to put a nice way to call her, but the bitch that's running that took over and is running the thing is still out there running to this day. Like she.
Yep. She keeps it all in little South American countries.
I mean, her followers
We're
are all
no good.
over. It's just
Yeah, they're
keeps
all
her
over, but-
main. She keeps
Yeah.
her main in.
Mainly because so she could not. She doesn't have to deal with like the laws that would harass a cult like that in the U.S. when you could just do that in like I forget where she was
I
mainly
know
based
it's
because I know
South
River
American.
Phoenix was in
I know it's a South American country.
it was like in a farm down there.
Yeah, and she's just hiding out, chilling. And I mean, she probably never will. But if she ever made her way back to America, oh man, we would be getting some body cam footage.
If you've ever been on like a weird place in the South and you bought some jam from some some very from Amish looking people who aren't Amish, like Amish hippies, then you probably came across them.
Yeah, or if you came across an
They're always
Amish,
selling jam.
if they're always selling jam or themselves.
Yeah.
The Amish if you come across an Amish prostitute, they're not Amish.
Oh, they could be. It depends.
They could be, but most likely they're not fishing like Children of God does. Children
Yeah,
of God
no.
made.
The Amish don't fish. If they would be out prostituting, would be because they probably left there.
Yeah, probably left the cult and is trying to make it any way possible.
Mm-hmm.
But Children of God, they're trying to recruit you, or for the very least, get pregnant by you, so they can come and be like, "Hey, yo, this is your kid. You gonna take care of it?"
Yeah.
That's actually what happened to this guy. That's literally what happened to this guy. His dad is some random hotel employee that got. It might not even be the actual employee that they harassed. It could have been any of the hotel employees. They decided to harass the one guy for some reason. I'm going to assume because of his position. I'm going to assume they targeted the one that had the biggest paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
That is my assumption. But nonetheless, this is the son, this is the child of that hotel, and definitely a victim.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey everyone. This is Rick, and I'm making this video, well, for many reasons, I guess. I suppose the main reason is that I want there to be some record of the way I feel, my ideas, just who I was, really. I've got to know
Oh no.
some ex-members here and there, some more than others. But I wanted to explain some of the things that I've been doing and thinking, and some of the frustrations that I've had. Anyway, I don't know, I guess it's my sort of my last grasp at immortality. I know that I'm not immortal, and I know that this video is not going to make me so. But at the same time, I want people to know that even though some of the things that I'm going to try to do are rather shocking and maybe not right in a lot of people's books, I want to explain some of the
Without any context, yeah. Without any context to why you're doing it and stuff, yeah. But after people learn about the context and everything, it shouldn't be put to question of why you done this.
And I was like, yeah, of course he did this.
It's like you gotta have the context to this situation for sure. That this warrants so much context, because I will point this out. If you have no context to who this guy is, what he's been through, this does just seem like some incel guy that just is lashing out at the world. But he's not. He's not. He's like the complete opposite of an incel.
Yeah, I mean, like even when we learn when he does commit, when he ends up committing what he's planning here to do, he stopped just after the first victim. I don't think he could handle it, you know.
Yeah, he couldn't.
Quote unquote victim.
Yeah, quote unquote
For
victim.
semantics. I mean, they're still a victim of a murder, but
Yeah, they sexually abuse.
Can you be a Can you be a victim of a just murder? Can you be a
Yeah, that's what we have to. That's what we have to like. It's
Though what was kind of sad though is because like what he kind of came to it too was that, you know, the person that he did kill was still
Just as
pretty low
brainwashed.
level and
Yeah.
and just as brainwashed and raised in the same, you know.
Yeah, dude, she didn't even. She
And
couldn't comprehend.
they just he was too nice of a person to even go.
Yeah.
Yeah, though in a better world, I wish he just. I mean, of course, I wish it never happened, the whole Children of God thing. But in a better world, you know, maybe he could have got the help that he had or had enough support. You're never going to be fully okay, of course. You know,
no.
it's about kind of just finding some comfort and, you know, and being able to move on.
It's more about.
But it
learning
is
how
a
to
shame that he. But it's also a shame that he didn't get her.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
The main.
That's
That's who he was after. I know that was the big plan. He was working
his
him.
mama.
He was working his way up. Yeah.
I mean, the only reason why he did the first one was to acquire the location of her, which he obtained. He got, but because the news of the victim getting to his mom before he could, she was able to dip way before he was going to get anywhere near her.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Because even though he was like considered the Messiah, he was exiled from the cult. Like he was fully exiled from the cult by this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why it was impossible for him to learn the location of his own biological mother. Because they fucking knew. They fucking knew that they were targets to not just this guy, probably to many people and
Oh,
not just,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
the FBI and stuff. Like you can't
I mean,
go around.
yeah, just their
can't go
victims, family members of their victims.
Yeah, you can't go around molesting kids and not expect retaliation. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
reasons behind it. So anyway, just loading some of my mags here. Hope you guys don't mind if I do that while I talk. Originally, I thought that I was going to have this opportunity in March. It's early January right now. And I don't know, I guess I just got some bad information because all of a sudden, a couple days ago, I heard that the opportunity was going to arise in this weekend, which is basically, right now it's Friday night. So I was kind of caught off guard. I really wasn't prepared. So I'm sort of having to cram. It's funny, I always thought that, if I used to think a lot about suicide. It actually, believe it or not, it should have started a long time ago. Should have started when I was fucking born, actually. But to tell you the truth, it didn't really start in earnest until the infamous teen training happened. Yes, teen training. And man, I started thinking, wow, how could I do it? I wasn't the oldest. I was the oldest for a long time, but of course at teen training there was a bunch of girls there that were older than I was. But let me tell you, suicide is not something that you talked about with people, anybody, or are you gonna turn into a fucking meanie case? They beat the devil out of you, or whatever. It's just fucking insane. But y'all know that. That's old news. Anyway, that was when I started thinking about suicide. I was thinking, well, what kind of poisons are there? Poisons, are easy, or so I thought. I've learned since then that if you want to take some poison and you want to make sure that it's good, or at least, be reasonably sure it's going to work, it's good to take some Dramamine beforehand. Settle your stomach so you don't barf it up. Anyway, I didn't know that then. I thought about, drinking chlorine, which of course is ridiculous. I thought of, maybe...
Hey, yo, this guy thought about the Tide Pod Challenge before. It was cool. This guy...
Ugh. Man, I never understood that as a way of suicide. It seems like the most painful fucking way to do it.
Like,
Just boil your stomach and then squirm around in agony, holding your stomach until you finally die.
I mean, some people just they're not actually thinking about what they're doing.
Yeah.
This guy obviously because he thought about it. He was like, that's probably it's not gonna be the way I want to go.
Oh yeah.
This guy has thought about this since his birth. That's very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
I heard of lead poisoning, I thought, oh, maybe I could, jab a pencil under my skin or something. It was stupid shit, but I was just a little kid. Actually, what gave me that idea was Sarah, and indirectly, of course, because she used to scream and yell at my sister whenever she was... I think I actually might have told this fucking story. Anyway, she would, my sister had such a fucked up time in teen training. She's a fucking 6-year-old, for God's sake. Fucking animals. I hate those fuckers. They're gonna fucking get it, too, if I have anything to do with it. Anyway, let's stay on the course here, Rick. Okay, so, I think I got 13 in here. The cool thing about the Republicans is their love of guns. They just love their fucking guns. And now that the assault ban has expired, which...
Hey, he was able to find the silver lining.
Yeah.
He was able to find the silver lining. Hey.
Mm-hmm. And this is back when you could just get shit ton of ammo for cheap, man. You don't get these days anymore.
Dude,
people are scrambling for 22 now.
Yeah, this fucking the ammo this was dirt cheap what he was loading into his gun right here.
Oh yeah.
People these days are like infuriated right now because he's got like 3 boxes that cost like $5.
Yeah, even for some like kind of like out of date rounds too. Like some nowadays, there's always some fucking crazy doom prepper fucking just grabs all that shit in bulk.
Oh yeah, it's ammunition is. I remember when walking into Walmart, the gun rack, the gun section was always full
Yeah.
stocked. Now they don't even
Mhm.
have a gun section anymore because they can't keep it stocked. It's just there's no point.
Yeah.
Like it's very sad to walk by the gun case at Walmart and see it completely fucking empty.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude, it's that bad.
Hmm.
I credit them for it. We have high capacity magazines. Now I only have, this is my super cool Kydex sheath that I got from sidearmor.com. It's I think they call it a in belt or in waistband holder, so it doesn't actually stick out. It actually goes inside your belt. You can pull your shirt over it. It's very cool. Anyway, when you're carrying a loaded gun, the Glock is a very safe weapon, but there's no real safety on it except for a little button right on the trigger that has to be pressed.
Oh,
for the gun
Glocks.
to go off. So the
Hey, they make the best pistol that I know.
Yeah.
idea
I
of
trust that. I don't have a lot of
sticking my
experience
pants
with them.
a clip or whatever
I don't like
just
the
didn't
safety
really
thing.
appeal to me. Because if you get into a fight or something, somebody,
Oh yeah, you talking about that weird their safety mechanism where the button is on the trigger itself. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird. That's weird.
I
They should
understand
have
it at a point. It's like, that even if you have the safety on, you should be practicing like good finger discipline. So, the theory is like, well, if you're training good finger discipline, there's no danger,
Yeah.
But I don't know.
No, that it seems like it could get jammed really easy, to be honest. I'm not 100%
Yeah, or like if it
sure
hooked
they
on
even do
something,
that.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure if they still do that. That might be something because I feel
Glocks still have that safety
they still
mechanism.
do.
That's
Oh, that
Yeah, because it's sought after. It makes sense because for cops, and that's why it's the biggest, most popular weapon with, every police force usually has Glocks.
yeah,
Is because
that's the pistol
you
of
you have
choice.
it safe. It's on safety all the time until you need it to not be. And you're pointing it at someone.
Yeah.
You don't need to remember to click on the side or anything. So it's a cop gun.
Yeah, I mean, I see.
That's
that
why I
the
understand
utility
it's
of
a
it,
very
like,
nice gun, but I won't like it because I think of cops.
and not just that, but it does seem unsafe. It does seem a little
Mm-hmm.
unsafe to not have a clicking mechanism, like just a simple lock, something somewhere.
There's enough of a debate that I can't even really say that for sure. I just know what I'm used to
I
because
I don't know.
some side safeties can snag too.
Yeah,
like-
yeah, that's true. But I just want to know what's the sticking rate? Like, what's the sticking rate of the safety? That's ultimately
Mhm.
what would determine my final stance.
Yeah, I never heard that because it's actually pretty loose. Because the one time I've shot a Glock, it's like a very like you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it at all
'Cause
for
if
it to
you-
be ready.
Because if it gets stuck a lot, if that safety mechanism gets stuck to where it's off safety at all times, then that's pretty dangerous. Because I can see someone accidentally shooting their foot off then because they're not aware.
Hmm. Oh yeah, if it got stuck off of
If
If it, like,
that's what I
caved
need to
in.
know. That's what I
yeah.
need to know. Let's continue.
But Glock's a pretty good manufacturer, so.
Yeah,
Whatever
I
it
haven't
is.
had I haven't heard any like horror stories or nothing. I want to know that I'm curious now. Like, what's the
Mhm.
how often does the safety mechanism on a Glock stick? It's very curious.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to know.
But nonetheless,
I don't know, stabs you with something or whatever. You're rolling around on the ground. You just don't want the fucking thing to go off. So this nice Kydex sheath worked very cool, I think. Anyway, I went with the Glock 23, 40 caliber. I thought of 9mm. I think everybody does. The reason is that I didn't go with 9 is that there's the great debate always, because the 9mm people say that
That music should be enough in the background, right? For it not to pick up copyright.
The ammo's cheap.
I think it's distorted enough.
Yeah, that, and when it comes to the copyright, it seems we're pretty much fine. Like, we're not I don't care about getting copyright claimed as long as they don't block the video. That's what irritates me, is that when they start blocking the video. And we have been getting copyright claimed. The last one, the Minute Hour did get claimed.
Damn. Yeah. I thought it was one he did himself until it started getting into it. Then I'm like, oh wait, this sounds a little bit more official.
Yeah. And this music, I think it's fine. I think this music is fine.
Okay.
Because I can barely hear it on my end.
But so it got copyright stricken, but it didn't get blocked?
We get claimed. We don't get striked. That's the thing that I think people on YouTube keep fucking trying to chump up what happens to their channel. Is they no matter what happens with the copyright, they always call it a strike, even though it's just a claim.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Because I've never heard I don't hear anybody complain about copyright claims, only strikes. Mm-hmm. It's like, if it was a strike, then that's a strike against your channel, and you only get like 2. You can only get 3 of those in a year, or they completely ban your channel. So.
Oh yeah.
We have been solid. I've been pretty good. I've been behaving. I mean, I know that our language and the topics we talk about probably aren't the most family friendly, but I know that there's far worse on YouTube that are still on YouTube than us. So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think we've gotten away with a couple slurs.
I couldn't even tell you if we did. See, that's the thing though. Like, if we have done there's slurs that are so subtle and either so new that I'm just completely unaware that it's a slur now.
I just meant, like, I'm pretty sure I've used fag a couple times.
Oh yeah, we use fag. We say fag and faggot a lot, but.
Yeah. In the written rules of like how YouTube does present itself, that is up there with the N-word, with like how they're supposedly supposed to. But I think we've had videos of people saying the N-word too, like hard R. So
yeah.
I don't think there's enough eyes on us.
Oh yeah, no. I am assuming once we get like. If we ever do get the kind of traffic, then we'll have a YouTube representative.
And I guess just to get this out of the way for any new time listeners out there, we're not a hateful channel at all or anything. I mean, the only time you're going to hear slur is in the context of comedy. I will use fag and faggot sometimes. It's always in an ironic sense, but. It's because I'm comfortable with sucking dick, so I don't. Just a clarification for anybody first time watching.
I won't say it as much, but that's pretty much the only thing that I'll say. Or I will say some off the hand slur, but I will make sure to acknowledge that I'm not saying it in any context I probably shouldn't, but spear chunker. that happened in the Boulder Gate series.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it's an action and an object.
Them fucking cold balls. Them fucking cold balls. They were fucking. They were chunking spears at me. Damn it! And they're fucking. They're dragon creatures. They're dragon creatures.
Yeah. So it's fine.
So if anything, I'm being speciest.
Yeah, you could hate reptiles all you want.
Fuck yeah. Let's continue.
Only I will be offended in this world.
And Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, I just called him a reptile. Ain't that funny?
Ew.
They're effective.
He just wants to smoke the meats.
Also, this is especially good for people who like firing their guns a lot, like gangbangers maybe, or even police officers who have to, fire their weapons in the line of duty. The 9mm is not nearly as loud as some of the bigger calibers, so you're going to have less hearing loss, which is cool. The only problem with 9s, and I was reading actually this one story that stood out to me, as we used to say in team training. Anyway, about this cop. He was in a gunfight and he was shot with a 9mm round, and he didn't even feel it until he didn't even realize he was fucking shot until the fight was over. So after that, he said, "I got rid of my 9," and he went with a 45. I went with a 40.
I hate to tell that cop, if your adrenaline is pumping hard enough, you will slug off many things.
Oh yeah, and I mean, especially if it's not hitting anywhere that's vital at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, there is. I know there are some that once you get to a high enough caliber, there's no such thing as slugging it off, but I am not surprised at that at all when it comes to the adrenaline and everything, because I know there's probably not any videos, but there's always stories of, like, mothers, like, lifting cars off their fucking children and shit because of the adrenaline.
And if you're like, especially if you're like hit with something like a Full Metal Jacket or something, where it's just gonna go like clean through you like cheese, then that usually is like the point when you don't really notice quite yet. At the point, like, rather than like a hollow point that's gonna like break into pieces and then shatter inside of you. Yeah.
Cause if it's a bullet meant to kill, then you will probably feel it. But if it's a bullet that's not meant to kill, that it's just meant to maim, then you probably won't feel it if your adrenaline is high enough. Because not many people realize that most bullets aren't actually made to kill.
Yeah. Because I mean, you could get them, but they're more expensive, and law enforcement and things like that aren't allowed to use them.
Yeah.
Under like, just of like, it's like almost a war crime.
Yeah, fucking. I don't want cops running around with bullets that can just blow my arm off.
I know the worst was what I think it was like what the Russians used to do with their 7.62s. They'd fucking I forget what they did to them, but it would always it ensured that the round would tumble. So just like fucking like blend your insides.
Oh yeah, they put us like
called poison bullets.
They put some kind of you talking about when when as soon as the bullet exits the barrel, that the bullet just starts flipping like crazy.
Yeah, it starts flipping like crazy. Yeah.
They put a special spiral on the bullet to do that.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Like there's a specific spiral you got.
They call them poison bullets.
That is definitely meant to kill.
See, this guy's cool. Imagine that's what's cool about this guy. This guy like brings out just a natural conversation. You could just sit with this guy while he's loading his rounds and just fucking geek out. You don't even need to be accurate. We're not like gun experts.
Fuck no.
You could just have fun talking about your base knowledge of guns.
This is information that I've picked up from being bored at a grocery store and randomly going to the magazine and just reading an article on a specific gun.
Oh yeah.
Containing some small semblance of information. but let's continue.
Because I think it's the best of both worlds. I just shot a 45 today for the first time. I was able to rent one at the range that I'm a member at. That fucker was loud. It didn't kick nearly as much as I thought it was going to. Anyway, I like my 23. It's small, compact. Anyway, my high capacity magazines went from a 10 to now 13. So that's cool. I think I'm went a little overboard. I bought a bunch of mags and all these fucking bullets. Went with the police round. Golden Saber. It's a full load of powder. They don't skimp. Some people say that the hollow points don't expand as they should because ballistic gelatin that they use for their tests isn't really accurate. But let me tell you.
That's why they use pig corpses.
Yup.
Because that's the closest thing. If I'm not mistaken, they're not only is it like the closest thing to human flesh and everything, but their anatomy with their organs and the insides are strangely close.
Which is it's very strange how that is.
Like it's
despite not being really other than us being mammals.
Yeah, we're completely different. Came from completely different organisms. It might be evidence, though, that if pigs are left alone long enough, that they might become this is over the course of millions of years, of course, because I'm talking about evolution. I always gotta bring that up. I'm not talking about like in 100 years we start fucking seeing pigs walking. Mm-hmm. I just think that might be evidence. Like if we're able to like leave them alone long enough in the wild, then they might have evolved into a similar species to us.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Could be, yeah.
But we domesticated them, so it's probably not going to happen anytime soon.
They still got the wild ones, and they're
doing
doing well enough where there's too many of them, and people just like explode them from their helicopter.
Not only that, but they're fucking aggressive. They're super fucking aggressive. We got wild boars back in our woods. They will charge. They're small, but they still don't give a fuck. They'll charge you. They'll charge
you. Pigs. But yeah, I mean it surprises me, but it doesn't.
Yeah, if they're one thing that is known to eat a human with little to no resistance.
Mm-hmm. True.
Polar bear is considered the first, but I think you've pointed it out that's more because polar bears are opportunists, and if they smell any kind of meat within a radius of them, that they're going to go for it no matter what.
And what's funny is the more people are researching them and stuff, the more they seem to actually be a lot less distant than they thought, even to the point of being a subspecies of grizzly.
I wouldn't be surprised. But nonetheless, let's continue.
It's gonna expand, so that's what I'm counting on. I say I'm counting on that because I have a nice Glock and all this fucking ammo, but the truth is, this is my weapon of choice. The K-bar knife. Served Marines for many.
That is when you know there is some insanity behind him, because he is meticulously thought about this, and he knows a gun. It's not that fearful. A knife. You stab somebody. Oh, it's just different. It's just different.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially if you don't want to start making any noise yet, too.
It's just completely different, and he's fully aware of that. So that his weapon of choice, he's going with the fucking knife, the Glock.
I have to look this up because I forgot where I heard it from. but I forgot where I heard it from. I think I'm pretty sure, and I need to back this up. I'll have to look up this later. So word of mouth, uh, but I believe of people who've been attacked, or yeah, attacked with like a gun compared to like knives. I believe that people gun victims have a higher survival rate than knife victims.
In my experiences, I can see that because with when it came to having the gun put in my face, I was poor enough to be like, get the, you're fucking wasting both our time. But with the knife,
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit. I immediately went for my wallet. Like I immediately started going for my wallet. So
Yeah.
so yeah, I put up with that. I can concur.
Yeah.
Years. I changed the angle on mine. I learned a lot about knife sharpening recently. They come with like a 30-degree angle because these fuckers are abused. They're beat on, used for fucking everything. I only want it for one purpose, and that is taking out the scum, taking out the fucking trash. So I wanted a nicer edge, a finer edge that cuts better. So I changed it to basically a kitchen knife edge, which is 17 degrees. And now, goddamn, I can fucking shave with this fucker. So, one shot, one kill. Well, hopefully. Anyway, we'll see about that. Then I have some smaller knives and stuff, but anyway, where was I? You know, I better check to make sure this fucking thing is actually recording. Just got a new camera here.
Oh, dude, do you know how fucking mad I would have been if I was him and I fucking wasn't recording this whole time?
Oh fuck.
Holy shit. Dude. And this is back in the day, like there is no like window you could be checking or anything. Like you just gotta hope.
You're like, all right, the red light is on.
But little did you know, the red light has to be blinking.
Oh yeah.
Gotta be.
And then you get it blinking finally, but then you fucking realize
the
then you
audio.
take
The audio's not catching.
then the audio, then you fix that and you bring it all together, everything's working fine, and then you forgot to take the cap off.
Ooh. Ooh.
So now you can hear yourself, but there's no video. Just blackness.
Oh man. The luck was in his favor. Luck was definitely in his favor this day for this to capture 100% perfect.
Luck was just like, I'm just gonna absolutely just got beat.
Yeah, let this guy do what he wants. I wonder if this is the video where he's gonna go over all his instruments, because he's got, like he said, he's got more than just the knife and the Glock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're back.
Your boy, look at that, man. He changing camera angles, man.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Professional, man. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
If this guy was an incel, we would have had the one angle the whole time for like 3 hours straight.
Yeah, and he wouldn't have had just like, this guy still has like a very underlying charisma under like the heaviness, he's still cracking himself up, and
I wish I could hang out with him. I wish I could hang out with him. Like,
when you watch incels, you don't want to hang out with them.
Hell no. That's like the last fucking thing I want to do. The most incels, it's like, why are you so punchable?
On a future episode, we will have to watch the Bjork Stalker tapes for comparison.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
That'll show you the difference. that'll show you the difference.
To be honest, in any difference, I hate to say it, but dude, I know that it's because he's legitimately got a girlfriend and everything, but notice how he's not complaining about how women are just always going for the nice guy for 10 minutes straight.
Yeah. He's not even really complaining at all. I mean, like, you kind of bring up some trauma, and then he kind of like gets lost into like, something he cares about, like the something that was interesting, like what with the gun or the I think, yeah, because didn't he like show like some of his music and stuff, if I remember right. I don't know how deep it's
If I'm not mistaken, we're gonna this is gonna
the
be
music
like
he's into.
that this is gonna be technically like meeting him for the first time.
Yeah.
So I mean it already is. It's like we walked into a friend's place and they were letting this guy like crash, and it's like just chilling in the diner area, like
Loading up a shit ton of magazines.
it's like got you
You're like, hey,
curious.
buddy.
What's going on? Start
going
talking
going to the range.
start talking with him, and it's like, man, you're cool. Why does it gotta be like this?
Oh, this is also the last time I'm meeting you. Okay.
Man, just gonna be constantly upset. Like, God, I want to hang out with that guy.
But it's like, but from what he said, I can't snitch on him, so
No, I'm not
gonna
talking. But God, do I want to invite him out to a drink?
Or if it was a bad day, maybe I'd join him.
Oh,
Be like, hey, fuck it, let's get these guys. Come on.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Like, I don't have as much. I mean, my life is definitely not horrible at all. It's definitely compared to yours, but fuck, I'm
if
I'm lazy as fuck. I don't really want to do anything anymore.
it's
And I feel like out of anything I would ever do, this would be something with the most impact.
Oh yeah. Be a vigilante that's going around, giving pedophiles their due justice. The pedophile. And I want to clarify. These are pedophiles that like literally had baby mills. Like their children had no innocence from the day that the cult, I can't remember his fucking name, that the cult leads, because the cult most
David Berg.
David Berg, from the second David Berg shot his disgusting corrupted seed into them was the day their innocence was completely stripped away from them. We're talking about countless children. I am not sure if the number can even be quantified of how many victims they had. I'm sure that it can be, but they had quite a few, to the point where you can't count them. You wouldn't want to. Like you go into, if we were able to gather them all up in a room, as soon as you walked out, there's so many, your heart would just, you're like, why do I have to do it? Do I have to count them? Like it's very fucking disgusting. So
True.
Samuel Bateman wishes that he had as many victims.
Yep.
I just decided to move the camera a little closer because of the sound. I don't know if it was really picking up the best sound quality. So anyway, duct tape. You can fix anything with this fucking stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna fix some people with this. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting all off track here. Where the fuck?
He's even apologizing for his like weird, violent thoughts. Like he's like, "Oh man, I'm subjecting you to my weird shit. My bad, man." It's like I I can't be mad. I understand.
Yeah.
Like I understand why. I understand your rage more than it's never happened to me. But if it did happen to me, or if it happened to one of my children with none, my knowledge not being, and I found out about it, like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's to be honest, it seemed that any other thing seems wrong.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, sometimes you gotta, you gotta fucking, what's that fucking movie? I'm blanking out on the Charles Bronson, not the criminal, the fucking, god damn it, the action movie, die something.
Die Hard,
It's not Die Hard.
Taken.
No.
I would have no clue, and your audio kind of went kind of weird there for a second. Oh no. Dang it.
Oh no.
Okay, dude.
But what about
it's
now?
back. It's back.
It's not even cold in here.
It's back. Your audio.
Oh, it's the internet.
Yeah.
God damn it. Fucking internet. Yeah, my internet just like died for a second.
Gotcha.
Fucking, I don't want the. Just give me the fucking filmography. It's the one fucking movies. It's the only fucking movie series this guy was in that anybody fucking remembers.
It was a movie series.
Fucking. Yeah, Death Wish. There we
Death
go.
Wish.
Death Wish.
I do not
Death Wish it.
remember. Do not remember.
He was like a cop, and then like I think like his wife and daughter are like raped and killed, and it's just him fucking murdering all the gang that was involved.
Oh, that's kind of like that one movie, Death Race. But he does. I don't think he gets to have revenge.
Death Race.
Death Race. Yeah. The dude. He gets like, his wife gets killed and he gets locked up, and they force him to race in like this very deadly race. What's his name?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Death
It's
Race.
similar. It does have a similar plot to that. It does. If I remember correctly, if I'm remembering Death Race correctly, that was the same kind of plot.
I think Death Race was a little bit more the tongue-in-cheek
Yeah.
thing though. And this was like played as like a gritty. This was a gritty '80s action movie.
Gotcha. And if I'm not mistaken, there's another where what has he played on? I can't remember his name. He played on that the lone priest, the badass priest with the shotgun. That one movie. He also played in a similar movie to that as well. Who was? Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry for derailing the relaxed talk, but it's gonna bother me.
I know Cheech was a priest with a shotgun one time. I think a machete.
That was maybe, but that's not what I'm talking about. Badass priest movie. I find the badass priest movie. I will find it. No, not Cheech. Of course, Cheech is one of the first things that pop up. But that's not it. That's not what I'm. It was like the Lone Priest or something like that. The Lone Preacher, maybe. Maybe he was a preacher. I think it was based on a true story. Preacher. Badass preacher movie. What the fuck? Stop showing me the same fucking Okay, yeah, Machine Gun Preacher. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Machine
Oh.
Gun Preacher. That the he played. What was that movie that he played in? His name is Gerald Butler, by the way. Who's the guy that I'm talking about?
Oh.
He played in the Olympus Fallen movies and stuff like that. 300 guy. 300 guy. Yeah.
Oh, Gerald Butler. Got
Yeah,
you,
Gerald
got you.
A
Gotcha.
law-abiding citizen. I think that's the movie that I'm thinking about. That's that's kind of the same.
Oh,
It's kind of the same plot.
I'm aware of that movie's existence. I've never seen it though.
If I'm not mistaken, that's what I'm. That's what I'm.
I've never seen Death Wish either.
If I'm not mistaken, that.
I just know it's regarded.
I'm gonna just double check real quick. Into home invasion. Yep. Clarence Dobb murders the wife and daughter of engineer Clyde Shelton. Yeah, yeah. Who is forced to watch. Yep. So it's that I might be mixing Death Race with that. Let me double check. Death Race. I know it's a franchise. I just want the first one with what's his name? Jason Statham. To quick collapse at the prisoners. If I'm not mistaken, that's why he's in prison. I don't know. I could be wrong. I think I'm mixing up the movies. I could be mixing.
It's a movie mix-up, folks. What does Ricky have to think about this?
Yeah. I'm sure that, to be honest, he might think those movies were lame.
Probably.
Fuck was I? Suicide. Yes, suicide. Horrible thing when adults contemplate suicide. But so much worse when you got a fucking little kid who is, not born to be a messed up little fucker, but he's a little life, She's a little life. And you just fuck him over because you're a sick fucking pervert and you don't have anything better to do with your life than to fuck up your little kids. It's just so far beyond me, I just can't fucking imagine it. But yet it happened. It happened right before me. It happened to all of you. Thousands of us. Some worse than others. I had it good in many ways. I didn't get fucked in the ass. I was a guy, A lot of you girls, crap. I can't even compare my stories with yours. But that's not...
I know that I shouldn't be correcting him because he probably knows hell of a lot more than me, but the probably reason why he wasn't done that way was because he was the Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know for a fact that the older male members were encouraged to fish as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they had to. They're also encouraged. I'm sorry. This makes me laugh every time. They were encouraged to pretend. They were encouraged to pretend that they were a chick getting fucked by Jesus.
Oh yeah, I really need to I hate it, but I'm gonna have to revisit that series. But that series is it's probably one of the hardest ones of theirs to get through.
It is brutal, but I know I shouldn't laugh at that, but God, it's hilarious.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny him. Just call it what it is, Bugs Bunnying.
It always, just every time I think of that, it's like, and they had phrases they had to say too. they had I'm not repeating them because they're really cringe, but they They had phrases that they had to tell their fake Jesus lover. Oh God. And that's and if you do that, that's how it's not gay. It's no longer gay if you do that. That was that was their workaround of isn't being gay a sin? They're like, well, if you pretend it's Jesus and you pretend that you're a lady, it is no longer gay. It's like what a
As long as we didn't commit a gay.
what a way to get around it. What a way. But yeah, context, this guy, he was considered the Messiah. Like, he was anybody in the group, even to this day, he is taught that this guy is the second coming that we're listening to right now. And he did not want to be that at all. He did not want to be a martyr or anything like that. But of course, they made him one, which I think he kind of should be a martyr, but in a vigilante kind of way. Like we should definitely like honor this guy in some kind of way for at least trying.
Though it'd be weird if he was the Messiah. Then you'd have to think, was Jesus like fucking like loading up a bunch of fucking old timey guns, like thinking about fucking blasting Mary? What did Mary do? Now, if he's the Messiah, then I'm not trusting the Mary, and I'm trusting whatever God.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't say this, but I already don't trust Mary because she's claiming to be a virgin and she's had it.
It's true.
So,
that's what she did. That was the only way she could fucking survive. She was either a virgin. She was either a virgin who had a miracle birth, or she was fucking dead.
Just saying. It's a bit sus to me. Just a tiny bit sus. Just I will be. If I was one of the wise men, I would show up with my frankincense, my myrrh, something, but I would still be like, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm still gonna give the gift. I was told to by a magical star to do this, so I'm gonna do it. It's not every day you get told by a star to go give a random baby that was born in a barn a gift.
Did you? Can we at least say maybe you sat on a toilet seat? Is that a possibility? It wouldn't be your fault. It wouldn't be your fault, but
it's hard to believe. It's impossible to believe.
That's not what this is about. We're not sitting here comparing, oh, you got it worse than I did. You got it more times than I did. Because it's not about that. There's so many other kinds of abuse that went on that to some of us were just as bad. To some of us it wasn't, and some of us didn't have it that bad. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, I had it the worst, or I didn't, because it doesn't really matter. It should never have happened at all to anybody. That's the point. So that's when I started contemplating suicide, and I've been fucking thinking about it ever since. Because, man, god damn it, after team training, shit, just like all hell broke loose. It was just never the same. I got into martial arts a while ago. I'm still basically a beginner. When you think of somebody who spends a lifetime, like maybe 30 years, like my teacher in Washington had, 30 years studying martial arts, and the guy's still learning every day. So I study for what, a year, 2 years? I'm just a fucking novice.
Could kick the shit out of my ass with that 2 years experience. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 2 years of martial arts training. Hey, don't hold yourself down, man. That's pretty damn impressive, actually. Some people bow out. Some people bow out the second their fucking instructor flips them a little too hard.
We're talking to you, Jared. See, here's a funny little thing to put into context of just a random Jared is a huge asshole. Jared getting flipped by fucking oh god, I'm blanking out.
Jason David Frank.
Jason David Frank, which to a lot of fans would still be an honor.
Fuck yeah.
He considers as like he even says explicitly that it was like rape. And then let's compare him to let's I just while we're watching this, you know, let's all remember when Jared compared getting a little flip to being raped in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah. Oh man.
But hey, it all helps. I thought it would help more, I guess, for me, but I think I'm just really fucked in the head. I've tried so many things, trying to somehow fit in, somehow to find, you know, a normal life. Nah, everybody has.
He fucking needed YouTube, dude. He fucking needed YouTube. That could have done it. That could have been. He fucking needed YouTube. Because he look. The video production and the way that he can hold a video now is phenomenal. Imagine if he had the.
I think he would have lasted longer.
He would have lasted a lot longer.
But I think he, because he's actually pretty charismatic. I feel like he would get an audience, and then maybe, you know, maybe he would have like a breaking point, you know.
Maybe, or maybe it would have been the outlet that he needed, you know.
Maybe.
Because I do have to commend for. I mean, he cared about the audio quality and everything. He's already thinking on a producer YouTuber level, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, I think maybe even just the internet might have helped him in general, just because that would have been a good outlet to like really fully expose. You know, like he would have had, even could have found a community that would have helped him. You know.
He could have probably found like a detective or you know a support line or something so that
Mm-hmm.
to open like an actual investigation.
He wouldn't need to kill anybody. He just need to dox him.
You just need to dox him.
and let everybody do the rest.
Dude,
and hey, you don't know, they might get they might get killed.
He would have been there would have been that short period of time where he could have done it as content, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been like the one time doxing the doxing victim would have like been justified.
Yes.
There was a chance. There was a slight chance he was born in the wrong era.
Definitely born in the wrong place.
Oh yeah, born at the wrong time and the wrong place. That is an understatement.
Like this, well, you know, yeah, everybody has their problems. Everybody has a fucked up life. But those people who say that, you know, they had no clue as to what actually went on because they weren't part of the cult. These are just average systemites that I talk to. Well, man, I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy that, yeah, sure they, didn't have a perfect home, but, and wasn't like this to everybody, but there was a number of guys I talked to in Washington. I sort of consider Washington my home because that's basically, where I was the last, 4 years or so, ever since I left. So, now this is interesting because I don't think most other family kids can relate to this because, yeah, they were abused, but one thing I don't think they were that much is secluded, and that really can fuck you over because if you don't have that mirror, if you will, of other kids your own age, even kids older than you, older siblings, whatever, friends, then it really fucks you up. And I was reading an article about how some people say, this is one of those conspiracy things, I can believe that it's possible, and who knows. Anyway, they were saying how they've been doing experiments on prisoners in the States for the last, 40 years or something, about that, trying to see how they can break them, and then translate those findings into the general populace, modified, of course. I don't know if it's true or not. It was interesting reading anyway. But that's what happened to me. Not having that mirror, not of other people to hold up and, see how I relate to them, those formative years. If you're only around fucking perverts, people who are fucked in the head and trying to fuck you over. Wow. I didn't even have fucking TV, for God's sake. So, anyway, when I started martial arts, I got into knives, and I thought knives were the coolest thing. I actually had experimented with, trying to make, nunchakus. I guess every teen boy does. Of course, with me, anybody saw, I was like, oh my God, you're full of the devil. So I just started hide all my shit, and that was around the whole bodybuilding time. What a joke. But anyway, I just got fascinated with knives, and I was thinking, because, actually, when this started was believe it or not, back during the mini-series. Because I saw Mini. Okay, now as kids, we didn't always get along that well with Mini, because she was older. She was better at playing the game than we were. We were just little fuckers who were trying to have fun, and she set the bar so high because they really did grade on the curve. That it made it tough for us. But none of us rejoiced when that happened to her. Nobody deserved that, especially not a kid that age. So I watched every day, new bruises on her, big fucking fat fucking bruises. And I started thinking to myself, holy fuck, there's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way how one person...
God damn it, why do you have to be live now?
Who's live?
JJ.
God dang it. God dang it.
Well, we'll watch it after. It'll be there. Looks like they're still going.
Alright. I know that, is King Cobra?
He switched his name to John Bobo now, though.
Yeah, he's John Bobo now. Yeah, I already know. I already know that. God dang it. What are they doing? It seems like they're driving.
It seems really dark. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's super dark.
looks like they were actually outside before. We might, yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. We're gonna finish this. Looks like the most interesting stuff is kind of the beginning here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Where are they?
they must have just went live. I mean, it couldn't have been long.
44 minutes ago.
Yeah, that ain't long at all.
Yeah, come
Well,
back.
when we're talking about JJ.
Yeah, he seems to be active more lately too.
Well, I think it's because of her.
Yeah.
Also, need to try to catch King Cobra when he's streaming one night.
hmm That's 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 a hard that's definitely a we'll have to try to catch him, but that's definitely one we'll have to like get off and then come back to now and then because even Drunken Peasants doesn't even try to tackle his full streams because most of the time he's just like passed out in the middle of it.
Yay. It's content. It's content.
Because usually you get like 20 minutes of content out of like a 3, 4, 5 hour stream,
Hey,
6 hours sometime.
Y'all just you and Drunken Peasants just haven't gotten into the mentality any content is content.
True. It's true.
All right, so are you sure you don't want to come pause this and go to JJ?
They're not. They're just in the car right now. If I check back and see if they're doing anything interesting, we can
Alright.
hop on there.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah.
To a group of strong men, there's got to be some sort of equalizer. And I found that equalizer in edged weapons and training. But I never got a chance to learn till I left. And even then, I was into finding an art that was, brutal, just about self-defense. Just, give me the worst, most ugly technique possible, and I want to learn that, not because I'm that way as a human being, but I've seen how ugly humans can get when they want to fuck people over, fuck little kids over. And if ever I see that, if that ever happens to me, it's that whole mentality, I'm going to get down to business, and there's not going to be anything left. That's what I was looking for. Didn't find it. I tried karate for a while. I always knew that I didn't have time. I guess that
420.
I was really trying to fit in. I really was. But something.
I mean, I probably said it late because I'm watching on the TV. How dare you?
In the back of my
How
mind,
dare
it always I always felt like the resources that I had just weren't adequate, and that no matter how much I did, how much I tried to replenish those resources, it just wasn't happening. So I was just using my own power without replenishing it, and eventually it would be gone, which is kind of what I feel about right now. But anyway, getting back to that, I finally found this teacher, and he was really cool. He was sort of a new age guy, but man, that guy could fucking kick.
The one good thing about if the song gets copyright claimed, I'll know what the fuck the song is. That has been one.
Oh,
good
yeah.
thing. Like I've been learning what songs are in the background from it. That is one good positive, I guess you could say about it, because I'm
Is there
actually very
is there
curious. What he's
comments
listening.
on this?
Probably, yeah. Lived in the group from, oh shit. Yeah, this I guess fucking got actual survivors in the comments. The first one,
Oh shit.
lived in the group from 4 to 18 years old. It's all true. He's not exaggerating anything. Everyone had a slightly different experience, but we all suffered. What makes me so sad about this video is the fact that he still believed he was responsible for all of the children born into the cult. I mean, he was brainwashed into believing he was. If I could tell him anything today, it would be that he isn't responsible for in any way, and he can't fix any of it. He's a victim just like us. This poor guy, I can't comprehend the depths of trauma and pain this guy must be experiencing in this video. Wish I could go back in time and give this guy a big hug. Nothing is more heartbreaking.
I was kind of wondering if someone went the extra mile and had playlists of all the songs in it. That's what someone needs to do.
Probably not. Okay, it just seems like most people are like, oh, how terrible! This is terrible. Pure soul. I'm glad that almost everybody in the comics. I'm pretty sure there's probably like one person that has no context or just wants to be like a dickwad.
Well, I mean, those will be all at the bottom.
Yeah, but for the most part, it seems like people are wholesome and understand what's going on here, which is great. Because I understand with no context at all. This video seems kind of very extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Let's continue.
Gas. He studied the Indonesian system, which was under the Pencak Silat umbrella. A very brutal, no, fucking around system. So, I got 2 rounds left. Anyway, so I always figured that, and I'd always still think about suicide, and I'd try to push it away, be successful for a while. It'd always come back, started coming back more frequently, those thoughts, and I just wanted it to end. That was my hope, and that was also my fear, that when I died, I would just want to flatline, nothing else, because I would not want to have to go through in another dimension what I'm going through here, and what I had been through. Now I'm not so sure about that. I don't really know what to think, but I think there's enough evidence, if you will, to at least make one stop and consider that, we may not believe in God. I don't. At least, certainly not the Christian fucked up God. This big fucking dick that he wants to stick up everybody's ass. But I don't know. I'm starting to think that life goes on, and that fucking scares me. That really does scare me more than anything. Because I don't know. I don't want it to go on. I want it to just be over. So anyway, I would think about suicide all the time, and I figured that I'd probably cut my wrist since I like knives so much, But, everybody does the sympathy cut across the wrist, sometimes more than one, and bullshit. They say the best thing to do is to get a scalpel. It's incredibly sharp, small, and just dig in right there and try to go as far as you can. So I was thinking, well, that's pretty cool, maybe
I do apologize. I didn't know he was gonna do that. Whoa. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't ever do that.
No, yes.
I love you, Ricky, but man, God, you're extreme.
Yeah, it's because you get kind of so lost in a lot of the other, when he just kind of like starts. I don't know, like from now he's been pretty in like the heavy aspect, but you kind of get comfortable with him, and then you realize that, oh yeah, this is the
Yeah.
person in a really dark place.
Because he's always like he's not constantly there is why it's because he's always backing
Yeah.
out of it and then you're like, okay, yeah. But then he's got to do he's like us that says something that's like, are you okay today, buddy?
I mean, I can only imagine in a state of mania, and like you're kind
Oh,
of, it
yeah.
is kind of like a high too. You
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
for
drift
sure.
in and out of.
Definitely. I mean, what he's experiencing is far worse than what we ever experienced, but
Oh yeah. I'm just saying in general of like how your body when it's like in mania.
oh yeah. Plus,
It could
I'm
be.
telling like his
Mhm.
adrenaline is probably like starting to go. It's probably flowing more and more as he's talking and thinking about what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
And then the less.
Go rent a nice hotel. Maybe penthouse. Run a nice fucking bath in the jacuzzi tub. Spend a night with a nice hooker. I just thought it'd be cool because I've never been with a hooker before. And, anyway, it's sort of like what Tom Likas says, you're gonna pay for sex anyway, one way or another. You might as well pay somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing. So anyway, that was sort of my dream. And at the end, have some beers,
Ayo.
get out my scalpel in a nice hot jacuzzi tub, just to end it. Would have enough time to bleed out.
He's got to reset the tape. You only got 23 seconds left. You got to reset
Yep.
the tape. Reset the tape. I hope he has another VHS tape and doesn't have to like do weird like editing stuff to get this made.
Before that, though, I wanted to just leave. I just wanted to take whatever money I'd saved up and just go somewhere cool, like Bali. Now, Indonesia isn't the greatest place to be. I don't know about Bali. I'm not so good on my Indonesian geography right now, but somewhere like that. Could be anywhere, really. It would have to be warm. It would have to have a nice sandy beach and lots of pretty girls.
Sam, hell's going on here? How the fuck? How is it doing this?
I didn't expect that.
Maybe it's got like a few minutes, like
Can it flip itself? Can it flip?
Maybe he's got.
I don't know. I want to figure out what a high 8 is. We need to get a high 8.
I guess so because I thought that's what the timer was for. Was how much film he had.
Yeah. Huh. I guess let's continue and see how this thing works.
And just, go. Wait till the money runs out, Just have fun. Just have a break. I've been going non-fucking stop.
I will be
like I'm sure
infuriated if it
everybody
just
else
counts
has.
up, and then
Since
once it gets to a point,
since I
we'll just
left
start
that
counting down again.
And, man, that fishing. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Witnessing a time crime before our very eyes.
Like, oh shit.
That was hard. That was fucking hell. That would be like one of my ideas of hell. Is to be on that fucking fishing boat for eternity. God damn it. That was fucking nasty. part of it was because it was my first job. You know, it was my first real introduction to life on the outside. Was that, and yeah, it was a jump start. Let me tell you. But I got through it. I did really well. I got extremely good review and a good bonus, and it was cool. It's a good experience. But anyway, getting back to suicide, that's what I wanted to do. Then I would kill myself. And God, how I want to do that. How I want to follow that scenario. I just want to leave. Spend a few months and then end it. But you know what? I feel that that would be the selfish thing to do. That would be the quitter's way out. Because, yeah, I'm sort of quitting right now, but in a way I'm not. Because I'm not doing it the way I want to do it. I'm trying to do something lasting. Something that, if God forbid, in the next life it does go on, that I can look back on this, if I'm able to, and know that, okay, maybe I didn't technically do the right thing, but I tried to do something to help. I didn't just fade away. I didn't just turn tail and run and let those fuckers win. That I did what I could to make a difference. And I don't really know how far I'm going to get. I'm starting to think now that it's not going to be that far. And that's going to suck ass. I might not. I'll get one person, that's for sure. My source for the information. The goal is to bring down those sick fuckers, Mama and Peter. My own mother. What an evil little cunt. God damn. How can you do that to kids? How can you do that to kids and sleep at night? I don't fucking know. Anyway, that's my goal. But I'm one person. I'm working under conditions that aren't that great right now because I'll only have a small window of opportunity to get the information that I need out of this person. I'm not trained in torture methods, which is what I'm going to have to make do. I got my drill here. The reason why it's got this fucking padding on it is just to try to silence it a bit because I'm in an apartment. I got gags, fucking socks. I got lots of fucking duct tape. I got a soldering iron. Sheets. It's rather crude implements. I think can work wonders, especially if it's used in the right way. But I'm not trained. I don't know how to fucking do this. I don't know.
Yes, his utility belt. Going over his utility belt.
Tools! I need my tools!
I need my tools! Fucking...
That's what I immediately thought when I saw the tape.
Yeah, no, but let's face it, let's be honest, this is what a true Batman looks like. So a kid that has been victimized, that wants justice, that just doesn't know how to acquire it in a healthy manner.
Yeah.
I want to fucking do this. God damn it. Oh, you gotta see this. This is not for torture, but man, it could be. The Stun Master. 775,000 volts. You gotta hear this puppy. Wow. That's got.
Oh, that would hurt.
They don't make them like that anymore.
Oh no, that if you kept that on somebody long enough, that would probably kill them.
I feel like for like the main market, everyone just kind of caught wind that everybody just ends up buying a taser and then using it on their friends. So they're like, yeah, we gotta put the voltage down a little bit. They're fucking putting each other in they're putting themselves in the hospital.
Being dumbasses. Some idiots tasing themselves. Trying to see how it.
Yeah, there's someone that always brought a taser at my church, and he's like, I got tased a couple times, but it was a weak ass little one.
Oh man. All right. That's not
And
what.
that's why.
That one right there would put you down.
Oh yeah,
that
I'd fall.
the, the, the whole church would look over and be like, "Well, James ain't waking up for like an hour."
Yeah, with the one that they had, it's just like, bah, what the fuck?
Son of a bitch. Right.
But he never charged it, and it got to the point when I could just like leave it on myself. It's like this isn't fun anymore. Look, doesn't even do anything. Stop. You stop.
Get it charged.
Fucking charge it.
But it's not going to be used for scaring. It's going to be used for temporarily incapacitating. It is a non-lethal weapon. Anyway,
Less than lethal.
so I don't want to turn around, you know?
That's definitely a less than lethal there.
My goal is to get those sick bucks.
Wouldn't say full non-lethal.
And, you know, then I can go to the next life knowing that, you know, that I made a difference. I'll still go. No matter what happens, I'll still go knowing that I tried, that I did the best that I could at the time, given my experiences, given my state of mind, given that I was alone, given that I struggle with so many things that if I had the warrior's mind like Miyamoto Musashi wrote about in Musashi in the Book of Five Rings, you know, I probably would have gotten a lot further in this endeavor, you know. Just thinking of nothing but killing your opponent. Single-minded. No background noise in your mind. No internal chatter. Just getting done.
God damn it! Stop grabbing his nose.
What are you? No. You talking to me? I can't help it. He's leaning forward. I gotta hold my hands out like that to project the screen. That's what I'm doing.
He's not a horse. I know you want to comfort him, but
I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Damn it.
I'm glad I helped.
Why the fuck? What the fuck was I gonna say? Good dang it, let me rewind for a second. Maybe he'll re-jog my memory, because I have a feeling it's connected to what he was saying.
I was alone, given that I struggle with so many things that if I had the warriors.
Okay, yeah. He's saying that if he was clear-minded, but it is blatantly obvious that he's not clear-minded, because he keeps bringing up the other children. He keeps bringing them up constantly. So that's what's on his mind. It's not even himself, just the other victims that had to suffer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and definitely knowing that people are still out there too with that. I mean,
it's still happening today because they got a fucking way. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Mine, like Miyamoto Musashi wrote about in Musashi in the Book of Five Rings, you know, I probably would have gotten a lot further in this endeavor, you know. Just thinking of nothing but killing your opponent. Single-minded. No background noise in your mind. No internal chatter. Just getting down to business and doing it. But unfortunately, it hasn't been that easy for me. Anyway, I'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, if I don't make it, hopefully somebody else will pick up the torch. Hopefully, in the end, whether they rot in jail and get boo-fooed in the ass by whether somebody blows their fucking head off or slits their fucking throat, hopefully somebody will do something effectively that will end their miserable fucking lives. But anyway, my main incentive in this is knowing that not only will it make me feel a whole fuck of a lot better, but that maybe it'll bring, well, if I'm successful, which is starting to look kind of slim chance right now, but it's worth a shot, because if I am successful, I mean, I can just see all those fucking thousands of family kids, you know, who've been abused. Okay, maybe there's not thousands. You know, maybe some of the kids, especially the new generation, they don't know they're abused. They don't think I guess they certainly haven't been sexually abused. But you know what? That's not good enough. Because what about all of the thousands of us who have been fucked over, literally? What about us? Where's our apology? They're not even fucking sorry. They're not even fucking sorry. But can you imagine? All of a sudden, to hear one day, guess what? Mom and Peter are fucking dead. Yeah, somebody went into their house, or their fucking motorhome, or whatever. They poured gasoline on them, they lit a match, and we had a fucking barbecue. Wow, can you imagine? I can imagine putting myself in this place, how it would make me feel if I heard that somebody did that. It would be like, wow, there is justice in this world. And an incredible weight would be lifted off my shoulders, and I would be able to go on with my life. Yeah, I had a lot of fucking problems, but I got stuck on this one thing. I got stuck because there is this need that I have. This need, it's not a want, it's a fucking need, and I wish it wasn't, but it is. It's a need for revenge. It's a need for justice. Because I can't go on like this. So, I can imagine how I would feel. How liberating it would be. And I hope that if I'm successful, I mean, I can't see how it wouldn't have this effect on people, you know? And anything you talk about the family would end up like, oh, but Jesus Christ, they got what they deserved. That's worth dying for. Even the thought, even the attempt at bringing that about for people, that gift to give them, is worth dying for. You bet it is. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try. I'm going to try my very best. Now, there is one problem though, and that is that as I go on my merry way, I am not going to hurt or try to hurt any law enforcement. And that's going to be really tough to do this without doing that. But that's where I draw the line. I'm not going to hurt them. I'm not going to try to hurt them. I respect law enforcement. The justice system has let us down. However, those cops are out there putting their lives on the line for us. And I must say, yeah, there's some fucked up.
If you didn't think he was a Batman, he was a Batman, you gotta think he's a fucking Batman now. I mean, come the fuck on. All he needs
just
is
needed a
James
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes, yes. Fucking commissioner. Oh man.
Commissioner would have steered him. Then he couldn't just spend his life beating people into it within an inch of their life.
Yes. What animal do you think he would have been dressed as? It wouldn't have been a bat. It obviously wouldn't have been a bat.
Be a fucking, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'd go like maybe just like go like metal style, like fucking 90s era Punisher.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be cool. I mean, that's acceptable.
But he'd probably have like a little bit of like like a little alternative edge to it.
depending on the commissioner he's with, he probably has to be a little more like Daredevil than Punisher.
Hmm.
Oh, that's he could what do the children of God fear more than their leader?
Yes, he could be fucking Satan.
Your boy, Satan Man. Yes, it's fucking
Ricky Diablo.
yes, Ricky Diablo. Yes. We need to make a comic. We need to make a comic.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm comfortable with making that comic.
Dude, are you serious? Come on. We won't make it
Ricky Diablo.
exactly. We won't make it we won't give them the backstory of Ricky Rodriguez. Okay? All right. Will that be better?
All right. Yeah.
But there has to be a connection that he was at least inspired. That he was at least inspired.
Gotcha.
Inspired by. That's what it'll be.
Set there, but I'm thankful for them and I respect them. I got to know INS agent. He's a really cool guy at my range. It's where I went to get my concealed weapons permit, and I was so glad I did that because even though I don't really carry my gun around, because my gun's for only one purpose, really. Even though I have all these bullets, I guess I figured it's better to have them and not need them. But really, I only need one, and that's for myself. So I don't carry my gun around, but I'm so glad that I went to that concealed weapons permit class because I learned so much. I learned about the law. One cool thing
Yeah. Let's talk. Let's not talk. What about that concealed permit class? Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's forget about that other thing that you want to talk about and think about. Let's not think about that.
Yeah.
I learned, and this is something that our instructor brought up out of the blue, was that here in our great state of Arizona, Jesus land, as some people call it, if you catch an adult sexually abusing a minor, if you catch them in the act, you can walk up to them and execute them, and it be a justifiable homicide, a legal shooting.
Your boy, Arizona. Your boy. That's what I'm talking about. That is what the fuck I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
It should be the only response you have if you catch somebody in the fucking act.
You better damn well be
Just
able
quick
to
draw them.
Fucked.
Motherfucking old-timey revolver.
The law still stands. It's legal. And that brings a smile to my face every time I fucking think about that. But you know what? My instructor said, that's too good for them. It's too good for them just to walk up and put a bullet in their head. This is a normal dude, you know? And I looked around, everybody in the class were vigorously shaking, nodding their heads and saying, yeah, that's fucking right.
That fucking, unfortunately, children of God, death is like the ultimate punishment for them because they believe they're gonna live fucking forever because of what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
I always liked my idea of what to do with all these people is you put them on an island and you tape it and you just let them like free for all all around, kill each other. You put them with like other like serial killers too. It's like
I don't know. I just something about letting pedophiles walk the earth. It doesn't. I'm usually all for
throw some man eaters.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll accept that. If we had an island of man eaters that we can send them to, fuck yeah, that would be the best.
They'd be like, okay, we're not gonna kill these tigers, but we're gonna keep them on the secluded island. That's not gonna be secluded for long because we're also gonna dump pedophiles. It will. It will. They'll have to fend for themselves and make sure there's not like even like a rock on the island. The only thing they'll ever find will be a stick.
No, I have I have a
Because the tigers
even
need
better-
trees.
I have an even better thing. We don't even have to fuck with that. We just have to make sure we take at least one of the thumbs.
One of their thumbs.
One of their depending on the severity of their crimes, they get both taken. If it's a real bad, if it's real, if it's a one-time offense kind of deal, that's one thumb, but you still got to go on the island. But if if it's evidence that you're a serial, you've done it more than once, you lose both your thumbs.
That would inhibit their tool making.
I mean, they
perfect.
can't grab nothing or anything, so.
It would be and my thing is I want it all taped. It would be interesting because there'll be a hierarchy of like the elite one thumbs.
Oh yes, the one thumbs. You could actually do something. Oh, we have
I
to
would-
make sure that it's if it's the one thumbs, their dominant hand loses the thumb.
Yeah.
Gotta make them write their
Even
name down. That'll be the test. Be like, just write your name down on it. So you're a lefty, huh? Interesting.
If you're sus on somebody, that's when you dig into like all right, let's look in your confession tapes and stuff because we did have you sign some things like you're lying. I see you writing this tape. You're a lefty.
We know. So unfortunately, the left thumb has to go.
Mhm. But they could still train themselves to be ambidextrous.
I mean, yeah.
Those would be the
We're
ones
not-
that go the
we're not-
farthest.
See, we're not being
I bet-
inhumane.
I bet
because
Kemper would. Kemper would
the-
probably be the one that. Though we have to take both Kemper's thumbs.
Yeah,
But I want him to
Kemper-
wield a club.
You know what? You know what? This is gonna be this is gonna be completely inhumane, but we will just replace one of his hands. We will replace one of his arms with a glove.
With the club.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's definitely right. He probably the rule over the no thumbs. He'd have them all trained too.
That's the thing. We'll make exception for special cases like that.
Hmm.
That's when our mad scientist comes out. Oh man.
These are normal people. They're talking about walking out and blowing somebody's head off for doing it once. Well, what does that tell you? Maybe I'm not so weird after all, Now, of course, there you gotta catch him in the act, and, it's a little late for that for us. But the truth is, that's the way people think. That's the way people think about these sick, fucked up perverts. Just get them out of the way. That's why Boondock Saints, if y'all have a chance to see that movie, it's excellent. I've watched that movie so many times. It's just, yeah, you just get sick and fucking
It is a
tired.
classic.
Now, they weren't really executing child abuse.
If we have access to it, we'll probably review it soon.
Oh yeah.
They were executing drug dealers, murderers, mafia, all that kind of shit. But anyway, you know, it's funny, people don't really seem to care that much when those kind of people start dropping like flies. It makes the world a safer place. But that's not why I'm doing it, to make the world safer. I'm doing it for justice, I'm doing it for myself, and I'm doing it for a lot of other people who would like to see these fuckers go down. So, anyway, here I am. I've been lucky though, I guess, in some ways. You know, came here. I was expecting to come here and have to pull sort of like a 47 running kind of thing. Where, you know, to avenge the death of their lord, they had to, you know, become vagrants and, you know, bums, basically, for 2 years or whatever. So I guess I'm lucky I didn't have to wait that long. It just shows how stupid this fucking cultists are, you know? Even after all I wrote, even the last thing that I wrote on Moving On, where I was trying to get some help with this. But you know what? I was kind of glad that I didn't get any help with this, even though I wanted it, because to me, I mean, I was as clear in that as I could be without actually spelling it out. And I'm glad, you know, I'm glad that others of us haven't gotten to the point that I've gotten to where we really don't have anything to lose. You know, I'm happy because what it tells me is that, you know, people still have hope, that they're still going on. This one guy called me the other day, he said that, and he knew what I meant right off the bat from reading that. He said that we're dropping like flies. Well, I don't know if we're exactly dropping that fast, but yeah, people are going out. I don't know. I think it's kind of easy to just one night, you know, just one day, just decide to end it, just do it. But I think it's pretty fucking hard to do what I'm trying to do and like plan to where I know that, you know, not really knowing when, but soon I'm going to have to go. I don't know. It's hard or not. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. But, yeah, I don't really have anything to lose, I think. And, I don't want to go through my life the way it is now. I've tried for 4 years. Sure, it's not long. Feels like a fucking lifetime. It feels like a goddamn lifetime to me. And every day, you know, if it had just gotten a little better, even emotionally, mentally for me, it would have been okay. It would have given me hope. But it's gotten worse. Every fucking day has been a little worse than the day before. Kind of reminds me of that movie Office Space, where he's talking to the hypnotherapist. And he says that, he says, every day has been a little worse. And the guy goes, oh, that's fucked up. And then he catches himself and apologizes. But yeah, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. But hey, it's life. And we're going to play the hand that we're dealt. So, anyway. Like James Penn would say, it's time to get busy living or get busy dying. Yeah, James Penn got busy living. I guess I'm trying to get busy dying. But, you know, people die. They do. Every day. Every day. It's going to happen to everybody, you know. Sometimes I wish that, you know, I'd get the Braveheart speech from somebody. But it's true, you know. I feel like we're in a war here. It's not necessarily a literal war, like I'm making it, but it's a war nonetheless. I feel like every one of us who is left and in some way speaks out, in some way tries to help somebody, in some way tries to help ourselves, is a soldier in this war. It's a war on terror. Because these fuckers are the real terrorists. You know, Bush and Kerry get up there on their campaign platforms, and they both talk about how they're going to hunt down Al-Qaeda terrorists and kill them. And kill them. That's what they said. Hunt them down and kill them. Well, you know, my question is, you know, what about these, you know, fucking perverts? You know, aren't they the real terrorists? Terrorizing little kids? Driving them to suicide? Isn't that like murdering them, basically? If you fuck with their mind so much that they can't go on, they really can't go on. Isn't that like killing them? Fucking bastards. Anyway. It's a war on terror. It's like the military, you know, there's many different branches. There's special ops. So I'm starting to think that I'm sort of...
I mean, honestly, it's even more justifiable than what the military does. He just probably also has a lot more of a respect for the military too. If I'm guessing from his respect for law enforcement, that he isn't gonna say that. And definitely at this time, no one really knew.
Yeah.
Wasn't really common knowledge.
Yeah,
There's still
especially him. He's kind of just upset that they're not hunting down the criminals that's on the actual soil. But as soon as they started hunting them down, they fled. So it kind of hard to
feel Team Six on
to
fucking
get
Children of
mad.
God.
Yeah, it's hard to get mad at the government for like not spurring into action fast enough, because the Children of God was covering their tracks pretty damn well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm not mistaken, we didn't know jack shit really until this guy. So,
Mm-hmm.
like this was what blew the lid off of everything. I thought I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I thought you were about to unpause. Sorry. I wasn't gonna
this
say it.
war. There's the medics. I know some people who are medics. The kind of people who are so cool to be around, who make you feel good about yourself, encourage you. They have their own, God knows they have a lot of their own struggles, but they try to put those aside and help other people. Those are like the medics. There's the people in PsyOps, psychological warfare, I think. There's the generals, people who are trying to coordinate this effort even now as we speak. You know, they're doing what they can to put together new battles, new court cases, articles, trying to get people aware of what's happening still in many ways. Yeah. So I think we're all part of it. I think we all have our part to play. Yeah. I got in contact with my sister. Well, I consider her my sister because to me she is. She's not flesh and blood. But I'm talking about Davida. Everybody calls her Davida, but actually her name's pronounced Davida. I was with her in the Ukraine when she left, and she really felt forced to leave. She could have gone back to the States, I guess. She had no money. The Crows wouldn't let her, you know, they took that back later and said that it wasn't true, but it was. I was there. You know, basically said she couldn't go to any other home in Europe. The home we were in was basically falling apart. She was fucking scared. But I admired her so much for her bravery because she just left the fucking Ukraine. She basically would have one meal a day, sometimes not even that. Her friends would feed her. She was like got into the being, mafia bosses' girlfriends and almost got herself killed. Had a fucking hard life, but she's still going on. She's dancing in New York. Anyway, she calls me sometimes and we talk. Tells me the stuff she's going through. And it just breaks my heart, because I want to help her, but there's nothing I can do because it's all up here, The damage has been done. I'm not saying she's crazy, but she has nightmares at night. I guess a lot of us do. I have nightmares. Not really about the same things, but about the cult. She has nightmares about, being dragged out of bed in the middle of the night to go have sex with Berg. God damn. I can only imagine what my sister goes through. I was telling somebody today how different my sister, This Is Tetchy, became after the Tetchy series. It's just so sad to watch that. To see her retreat into herself. And now Sue calls me today, tells me how great, my sister's doing. That's been actually one of the hardest things lately for me, is to have to, pretend like I'm making peace with these fucking perverts. You just want to grab them and rip their throat out. And, I gotta be nice. Started with Gabe and Amy. Man, they have so much blood on their hands. It's not even fucking funny. Hope somebody takes them out. I don't think it's gonna be me. I definitely don't think I'm gonna get that far. But somebody's gotta take them out, those fuckers. Anyway, I gotta talk to them on the phone, tell them all about myself, try to be nice. Then, Joy, Trust, Angela, Lusty Trusty, whatever her fucking name is. She calls me, and, I have to do the whole thing with her again. So, anyway. She tells me my sister's doing good. Yeah, right. I was talking to somebody else. We were talking about, because we sort of left around the same time, I guess. She was at my mom's place longer than I was, though. Talking about my sister and what a sad little thing she was back then. I can only imagine how bad it is now. Anyway. My mom's going to pay for that. She's going to pay dearly, one way or another. If I don't get to her, and life goes on, I'm going to keep hunting her in the next life, let me tell you. And I want to keep going until somebody gets...
She's definitely not living comfortably, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Hope not.
I mean, she knows she's hunted by the FBI and everything. I mean, she can't show her face in public without she's gonna get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gotta be hell to have to probably live in some shack, some random ass place, because she can't live in too much luxury, because then that would bring too much attention to you.
I thought she got off on a technicality.
No, she fled the country, and she's never got caught. She never got caught.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've been hunting her down for a while.
Good.
I get her. Justice will be done. Believe me. It's only a matter of time. Somehow, some way, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to do my part. We'll see what happens and go from there. As my boss always says. We'll see what happens, Rick, and then we'll go from there. He's such a cool guy. He's like the best boss in the world, I think. That's actually one of my main regrets here of having to do this, is to have to leave him, desert him, because I know he needs me. He has other guys working with him, thankfully, or it would make it so much harder for me to do this. But still, I wrote him a long note, tried to explain what little I could. What can you say, you know, what can you say? Anyway. Yep. What can you do? Okay, well, I'm going to take a break now. Maybe think of something else useful to say. Well, I got my Heineken. That helps a bit, I guess. I'm bringing a 6-pack along for the road. My little
Brought to you by
cooler,
Heineken.
hopefully, before I actually have to go.
I would be so that would be so morbid if they did try to use him as like just one day see a weird commercial of somebody in a vaguely similar outfit.
The best thing to go with to pair with a cold side of revenge.
Yeah, some morbid line like that. Oh man.
So I'll be able to, you know, make it a little more pleasant. I don't know though. One of these fuckers to the head. I don't think there's gonna be much time to feel anything. Might hurt for a split second, but certainly no more than cutting your wrist. Let's hope I don't fuck up and do something stupid and blow my nose off instead of my fucking head. But anyway. Maybe fate will smile on me.
Anyway.
put gun. Let's just put that down now. Let's just put that down.
You know it's bad when you get into the state of waving the gun around when it starts being in a when you're emoting with the gun.
Come on.
It's definitely when you need to put the gun down.
What's making me really nervous is he cocked it back. So I don't know if there's a magazine in there, but he cocked it back. So if there's a magazine in there, there's definitely one in the chamber now. So it's just like, put that down.
The god of war. The god of
Fringe
revenge.
style.
Maybe they will grant me happy hunting. We shall see. But yeah, I mean, I guess I fucking said all I can say, and what can I say, you know? What can I fucking say? I would have a peaceful, happy life. I tried. I did. Maybe I didn't try hard enough. Gave it what I could, you know. I did. You know, should I beat myself up because I'm not as strong as other people? You know, should I berate myself because I didn't have the, you know, mental stamina? It's funny. You know, there's this, I mean, some of the Bible is actually pretty right on, you know. Stuff here and there. I mean, there's got to be something right? Sort of like the monkey, you know, typing on the typewriter for all eternity, you know. All eternity is bound to, you know, write something interesting. Yeah. But, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, actually. Oh, yeah. It's it's that verse about, well, I'm trying to forget all those fucking verses, but they still keep coming up every now and then. Luckily, they're not as clear as they used to be, and that always brings some comfort to me. But I'm thinking about the ones that, about fainting in your mind. And what's that verse about? Wounded spirit who can bear, that kind of thing. I've sort of fainted in my mind, and I can keep going in the physical, do good work, have a good job, fairly nice apartment. But it's all on the surface, I've fainted in my mind, and I can't get out of it, I can't find the smelling salts to wake me up, so what am I supposed to do, So, anyhow, I guess we'll see what happens. I hope that, y'all keep going, whoever watches this video. I hope that, I hope for one, it helps to understand a bit where I'm coming from. But, I sort of seem laid back right now, but Jesus Christ. Anger does not begin to describe how I feel about these people and what they've done. Rage. I get livid. Just, that's a little closer to the way I feel. And, it's gonna feel good to do some damage, even if it's not much. As far as I can go, that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna feel so fucking good. Liberating. So, anyway, what can I say? I guess I've said it all. So, yeah, well, I guess I'm gonna go now. I wanted to see that movie White Noise, just because I'm sort of interested in the afterlife. I know it's just a fucking movie, but it looked cool, so I like movies. I think it's because I wasn't allowed to watch that many. Yeah, sure, I watched some with Berg and all, but yeah. It's kind of cool to watch movies now. So, I guess I'm going to go watch that one. Drink some beers. Be happy. What more could you want, right? Yeah. Well, I can think of a few things. I thought how cool it would be to go hunting for some fucking child traffickers that are kidnapping little fucking kids down in Indonesia and some of those hard-hit countries. I mean, can you imagine coming down there to steal little children and use them as sex slaves, use their organs, cut them up? Can you imagine fucking doing that? I mean, in a way, that's what these fuckers have done to us. They didn't actually, grab a knife and cut us up, but man, they sure fucked up our brains. Used us as slaves, because that's what we were, every last fucking one of us. No matter how we were treated, we were fucking slaves. Just there for those sick fuckers' pleasure. That's all it was. That's the way it was at Grandpa and Mama's house. Alright. Okay, well, keep fighting, keep the faith, and all that other stuff. And someday, in some way, some of us are going to be around to see those fuckers burn, literally or figuratively. They're going down. So, with that happy thought, I shall leave you.
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that.
Well, now we need.
I know we need a palate cleanser, but strangely, that's one video that I wish didn't end. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I wish that there was more.
Yeah, yeah.
More. I wish he made more. Let me turn this down. Alright. Alright. Okay. Little palate cleanser right here. To be honest, I want to watch. Sorry, I keep I want to watch
Huh?
this and bring back hard crap core, and then we'll jump on JJ.
Ah, yes.
All right.
目の前の仕事に文字通り体当たりでぶつかっていく毎日です。ところでこのバラゴンのや
I know I shouldn't be saying this, but god dang it, that's adorable. I could have a little pet that just like ran around making that noise. Yeah, boy.
Oh.
Yeah, I was very interested in this when I saw it.
Oh yeah, you will have to mute it for copyright reasons. You don't need the sound anyway to enjoy this one.
Alright, cool.
Everyone imagine some metalcore music playing in the background.
You boy. You boy.
Chug 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 chug. Yes.
You know there's an alpha in the group when they take over the mosh pit.
Yes. He is the center of it. He's still crabbing.
You boy.
You don't fuck with the crab. Can't bring down the crab.
Ultimate defense.
Yes. I just like this like video is super old too, and there's like you could see in like the comment section there's like different waves of this video just being popping up on people's recommended.
Yes. Oh man. You know what? Since I already this is a very short one. Since this is a very short
Yeah.
one, and we're on the palate cleanser segment, well, we're gonna watch this one too.
Palette cleanser segment.
What? What? Haha! What? What? Haha! What? 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 Haha! What? Haha! What? Haha! What? Ha! Oh! What? Ha! Ha! What? Haha! What? Haha! What? 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 What?
Unfortunately, you're blocking a lot of it.
Yeah, I know, but it's still good even without the context.
Yes, it is. I was still enjoying it because I was watching. I had to switch to the phone there because it took me a while to even see the title to know what the fuck was even going on.
Yeah. That's the point though. If you read number 19 after watching a video about saying what? What? Oh man.
Haha, what?
Haha, what? Alright, so John Bobo. Gonna get a little meta. Gonna get a little meta here.
Reacting to a stream.
We're gonna be streaming. We're gonna be watching a stream while streaming.
Releaching.
Ya boy.
Time to raid. Or 2-man raid.
Let's go! My cord, please.
Wait,
And don't.
Oh yeah, they're on the street.
She was
Thank you so much, sir.
someone was like,
Nobody's gonna touch you.
no, I feel like it's old.
Did he always record like that?
Hey, don't talk to my girlfriend, bro.
Stop pointing the phone.
Do they know what's gonna happen?
already a fucking roller coaster in
Hey, you're gonna keep her safe?
of an interaction here.
Hey, what? Hey. Hey, what?
What? You're gonna run me, huh? What? What? Yeah, that's what I thought.
What?
Hey, you better keep her safe.
This is his. He's actually had this voice. This is his aggressive voice. Wait, where's
Yeah. Hold up.
Oh, they're on the run.
We just got here.
Oh.
Damn it.
God damn it.
We just got here.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to Pulp Fiction this one.
Fuck. God damn it. Alright.
No, damn it. Throw it in, everyone. Look at everyone in the chat.
Motherfucker.
Wait. Promote us.
I can't. I think it's too late.
Damn it, no.
It was removed.
we
You
could've-
fucking
we could've-
removed it. I did it. I wasn't thinking.
Because people were still trapped in that little microcosm. We could have grabbed them.
God damn it.
They were in our clutches. You could have Jim Jonesed it. We were in the church.
Man, damn it. I wasn't thinking. I was not thinking.
You're all good. It was a last minute thought. I was watching on the TV was my mistake.
Yeah.
It was already delayed.
Oh, man. Fuck. In the video. Yeah, the video has been removed by the uploader. God damn it, he removed it. Son of a bitch.
God damn it. Yeah, that is what makes him rare. We know next time we'll have to just straight
Yeah.
up jump on it.
Yeah, we can't.
Slippery.
Slippery son of a bitch.
God damn it. I want to see what led up to that fight.
God damn. Because she said they were like, because she asked like if the girl was safe with that dude, so that something happened. Something must have happened, but we'll never know. We'll never know. Fuck. Well, we're not fully over, are we? Or
No.
Gotcha. What should we watch? What
What have I been wanting to get to? I always feel like there's always something I've been wanting to get to, and I always forget about it, and then I'm like, oh shit, I wanted to watch that.
Let us
Hmm.
watch. I'm morbidly curious about this video. What?
Which one?
Why is it saying? That's weird.
Is it Pack God versus Discord Furry?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Bro, Jacob, you dirty as hell, bro. You like
But for some reason, it was trying to say that it was removed from the.
you like Harry Potter with a high top fade boy with a hill. It's these
Hold up.
What is happening?
Hold up. I'm going to.
What is
assume-
happening?
I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume this is the same dude that went ham on EIP.
Huh?
IEP.
E-
The fucking
EDP?
EP.
IEP?
Yeah, IEP.
Who is that?
Pat God. That was the dude. They were on a. You didn't see that? You didn't see the where he was on the interview and the dude was like, "Motherfucker, you was a bad Shrek looking motherfucker." I know you're the one that sent me that. You're the one that sent me that.
Oh, so okay, so
It's the
then
same-
you're talking about EDP.
No, they're not talking about. I'm talking about this is the guy that wrote.
I thought he's talking to no, but yeah, but what you're saying is EDP, right?
No, he's
he
talking to
roasted
the
EDP?
Discord furry. He's talking to that weird fox-looking thing in this video. But he did talk to.
Yeah, in this video, but you're saying that this is the guy who roasted EDP.
Yes.
Pat God
if I'm
is.
not- If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And he's a
Right.
little puppet.
What?
He's a little puppet. Like when you clicked the video and it was him talking, he had like a little puppet talking.
I saw a weird furry outfit. I don't know what you saw. Let's get going. Let's watch the video.
Bro, Jacob, you dirty as hell, bro. You like you like Harry Potter with a high top fade boy with a hill. It's these
Shut up, bro. Your shit is so lame, bro. You say the same shit every
Okay, this
time,
is
bro.
okay.
Holy
Yeah, this is.
Get a life, man.
no, this is not happening. I think I'm dreaming. Somebody pinched me. There's no way that this dude named Autumn dressed up like a reptilian Teletubby is trying to start talking to me. There's literally. Are you barking?
That's
Are
a
you barking? Boy, you like a velociraptor and a claw animal. But you like an off-brand Ben 10 character. Now you ain't Ben 10, you Steven 9. Get your where you like you got expelled from broadcast facility. Such a where you ain't from Jurassic Park. You came from the prehistoric playground. Get your where you like Clifford the Big Red Dog's fossil. What are you talking about your ass? Maybe that your Autumn was an average kid that no one understands. Whoa, mom and dad and grandpa always giving him commands. Look at that, where your balls dropped and then climb back up, boy. Stop blaming, but you sexy identifies an unsolved Rubik's Cube. You made an NFT out of your grandma twerking on a pickle. You try to turn your dishwasher into a Bitcoin mining room. Your best friend is a little mouse who lives under your bed in a Pringles can. Your mom uses a jump rope as a belt. Your grandpa got an emergency heart transplant with a Capri Sun pouch. Your barber lined you up with a weed whacker. You had E-sex with Bobby from Brain Popping in the encrypted HTML file. Uncle got arrested for eating a blueberry out of an orangutan. So your sister's currently engaged to an anthropomorphic dung beetle named Stefan. Grandpa got held up by a pigeon with a mohawk on the subway. You posted an Instagram story of a Jamaican cricket company with a lap dance in the back of Toys R Us. Your dad was trying to flip Patrick the Star's belly button lint on the dark web to pay off your house's mortgage. Your mother bought you a PS5 for successfully drawing a triangle. Your grandpa's built like an expired chug jug, and your legal name is Fang Claw Fussel Wuzzles. Get your on, bro. I'm not done with you, bro. I'm not done with you, bro. You better get your hippopotamus smelling cocoa.
He's already dead. He's already fucking dead, dude. Holy shit. I love Pat God so much. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
I love how off the wall it gets you.
Holy shit.
I don't even know. You can't even be mad after. You just have to be like, I am defeated. And then you like never come back. You never come back ever and show your face. You walk off into the distance, defeated.
This is if One Punch Man threw more than one punch, man. It's just stop, just stop. it's overkill. You had the one. You had the one.
Just destroying every cell, every atom.
Melon, registered internet felon, nasty, you need a cleanse, foster home for imaginary friends. Excuse me, I only date tens. Looking at shut off Facebook, stop playing, bro. Answer to using your grandma's butt crack as a slip and slide. In fact, you finna pull up to your grandmother's funeral dressed up as a rabbit orangutan. Yo, for real, I'm sorry, grandma. Stop playing me, bro. You my nasty tail, bro. Bro, you be hitting on girls at lunchtime with your sacred mating call. You be standing up the table like, wah, wah, wah. Stop playing me, my nasty tail, bro. But you better get your pterodactyl good at Scrabble, shriveled apple, attracted to beef cattle, conceived on a horse saddle. You don't run, you skedaddle, pastor did questionable things to you in the middle of a church chapel. Look at back, know you my dirty tail. But you bet your all of you hoes, all of you hoes. You don't remember who y'all talking to? It's the Discord CEO. Look at back out of my face, but you my dirty tail. Get your little diggity song, boy. Bro, I'm dead, bro. What you gotta say, Otto? What you gotta say now, bro? What you gotta say now, bro?
Bro, this shit, bro.
Bro, he lived! Oh my god, he lived! We're eliminated!
Can you go back to his response so I can hear it a little bit more clearly?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, bro. What you gotta say now, bro?
Bro, this shit, bro.
Bro, he lived! Oh my god, he lived! We're eliminated!
Damn.
You better never get on Discord ever again.
I want to see this guy. I want to see Pat God in real life insult, just like giving him the business
Oh man, it would probably be too
to
brutal.
witness it.
It would probably be too brutal.
Because then you could physically be there with a bunch of people to be like, oh shit!
just hype them up even more.
It's what they like. You just like a random bunch of people, just like everyone just piling up, being like, "Oh damn!" Just witnessing, amazed.
Be banished from a group Discord call. That's gotta be brutal. Oh man. I'm not sure if we have anything.
So
that
they don't
we
even have to actually kick him out. That's when the person just leaves and they never come back. There's no need to ban them.
Yeah, no, they ain't gonna come back.
They did.
I don't think we can top. I don't think we can top that video. I think that, to be honest, I think that was the closer for the night.
Alrighty.
Unless you're feeling something else. Unless you feel like closing off.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we'll close it for there. Unless JJ, we'll randomly get back on if JJ
Yeah.
gets back.
We'll be on JJ Watch.
Yeah. Alright, so this will be, let me get the thing on the screen. Let me remove us. And this will be a bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry for the silence. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
You are self-consumed, no talent, mediocre piece of shit. In 1975, I walked Bob Dylan up on stage. Who the fuck are you? I knew the Grateful Dead from 1966. Who the fuck are you? You nothing. You nothing. You are nothing. And you will never be anything. Never. How dare you? How dare you? You miserable, mediocre nothing. Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker! Motherfucker!
Give the gas and juicy slice. Hot drinks really get you going. Warmed you up when you feel you're slowing. Wendy's, we always serve it right away. And a smile and have a nice day.
No! No! Don't drink the Jesus juice, Macaulay Culkin! You're going to get raped! You're going to get raped!
Knives are also bad.